if your spa control panel says spa heating to whatever degrees, but it's not heating at all, there's something in here called a thermal cutoff switch, TCO switch, that if for some reason your spa has a runaway heater where the heater relay is stuck closed, or the spa's heating and you shut the breaker off, that little button can trip inside here. So they put it in here purposely so that you have to take the heater out completely just to access that button. So what I did is I opened one up, found out exactly where that button is, and you can leave this in place in your spa and drill a hole right through the box and push the button back in. So keep in mind though, if you bought a heater and it's less than a year old, depending on where you bought it from, it will void the warranty on it. So don't drill a hole in it if it's less than a year old. Also, when you do this, you're definitely going to want to shut the power off, because just because it's not heating, there's still power from these wires going in here, so you will get hurt. So if you have a newer heater, if your heater has a white fitting right here like this, you definitely have a TCO switch in there. If you have the older style where it's black and there are two Allen wrench screws on either side, you might have one. So the older early 2000s didn't have it, and then they started adding it later on. And I don't know exactly what year that is. So if you have this problem and you don't know whether you have it or not, do it anyway, because if you don't have one, you just have to buy a new heater. So what you do is, a ruler would be better, but I have this. So 4.5 inches down from this, because this is higher up than here, 4.5 inches down exactly is where the level of the button is, but as far over here as you could possibly get. So this is mounted up against your metal box. You want to drill it right up against your metal box. And the size hole, you could do whatever you want. I used to just drill like a small hole, small enough to fit a little flathead screwdriver in there to push the button. The bigger the better. If you have a hole saw, that's better. If you do a hole saw, you don't want the pilot bit to stick out too far, because there are wires in there and you don't want to hit them. So I'm going to show you basically what it looks like inside. So we're going to take this apart. Somehow? Ah, okay. Let's see that way. Okay. So, this is what that button looks like. It's this tiny little white button right here. So see how your power wire comes in, goes across this, and then goes to the heater. So that's where it cuts the power going to your heater. So when you drill this hole, this is how you're looking at it. So you're not looking straight at the button, you're looking at the side of it. So when you either stick your finger in or a screwdriver, you're going in and pushing it to the right to push this little button in. And if you hear a little click, you'll feel it. If you feel a little click, that's definitely what was wrong. It was tripped. So that's about it.